How's it? Welcome along to Baz's Garage, where we have assembled the engine at last. It's taken an awful long time, but we're fully assembled now. So just to run through a couple of things, you remember we talked about the drain plug. We said that a little bit was broken on the end. So after a bit of consultation and a bit of thinking about it, I decided the best thing to do is actually to chuck this away completely, because if this gets knocked when you're racing or anything like that, this could come off and you lose all your oil. So what we've done is we put the just a standard bung in the bottom of here so that it can't leak. It's a little bit harder to change the oil, but I think it's going to be better than having this poking at the side and potentially that getting knocked and falling off. So we're going to throw that away and just have the normal bung in there. I put some oil in there. Now, the oil I'm running in this one is just a 2050. You don't really want to go with a really high performance oil like Mobil 1 or whatever in these old engines, because the clearances are too big. And if the clearances are too big, it means that you're going to end up with the bearings running and things playing up. So you don't want to run a really amazing oil unless you built it with much closer tolerances and you're running some high performance stuff. But for general engines, just that's fine. So I bolted the carburetor on just to try it out. I haven't done anything with this carburetor. I pulled it out, had a look at it, but it's a bit grungy inside, so I've just cleaned the jets out a little bit and then go from there. I put a new oil filter on the side of it, and we've topped up the oil. So potentially now we put the cover on the top, put the first one on. So what I'll do is I'll bolt this cover on, and this is the last cover, so we'll just bolt this on. And at this stage, this wire here is just the kill switch, and I've only temporarily bolted an exhaust on here, put a new spark plug into it. So all going well, we should be able to bolt this on, put some fuel in it, kick it in the guts, and away we should go. So we'll bolt this up for now. Put the bolts in here, and bolts in here, up around the side of here. And in here, and then there's a couple of the top which are Torx bits, so we'll just chuck those into the top of here. Tighten those up, tighten up these. And the front two, tighten up those. Right. Okay, so put the oil back in. I'll put a little bit of petrol in. I'm just going to add a bit more petrol into the fuel in a little bit in the can. A bit low on petrol at the moment, so we're just sort of topping it up a little bit. I've just got a bit of petrol in the carburetor just so that it's got enough to run for a little minute. We're only worried about just starting it up and make sure it runs. Okay, so we've got that done. I've got a battery and some leads, so I'm just going to bypass everything and just hook that onto there. Now, all going well, if we put the starting rotor in there, it should crank over, hopefully make some noises and maybe start, so we'll see what happens. So, with a bit of a pop and a bang, it's going. Seems to be idling fine, which is always a good sign. Good sign with engines, if they start up pretty well first time and sit there and idle, you know that you've got them pretty well right. So the engine is now basically complete. They can have the engine back, decide what they're going to do. Obviously they're going to have to build an exhaust for it and maybe do something with the carburetor. You could probably run that carburetor for a little while, but I would suggest get rid of it. And get another carburetor, or completely get another one and rebuild it up. So it's got oil in it, it starts, it idles. After you've done a few races and you probably want to recheck the tappet clearances. Other than that, hopefully the motor will go nicely and run for them for a little while and give them no issues, and we can continue on. So yeah, that's about it for this particular project. So I've got plenty of other projects on the go, so now that I've got my shed going, we can get back into it again and hopefully put some more products out there, and you can get some more videos to show you how to help to do stuff. So until next time, Basil's Garage.